The transition from the 80s into the 90s was an extremely exciting time. I mean, the Berlin Wall came down in November of 1989, just as the decade was coming to an end. The 1989 classic film Batman with Michael Keaton would eventually leave theaters in December after a record-setting 6 months, grossing something like $251 million domestically. If you are anything like me, you probably love those films and should consider checking out one of our most recent videos highlighting the impact that the Cape Crusader had on the fast food industry. You know, Bart Simpson skyrocketed into superstardom during the holiday season, and several kids asked their parents for the newest, most powerful console on the market. A video game system with 16 bits of blast processing, challenging consumers to recognize that Sega does what Nintendo don't.
What Nintendo don't.
When the Sega Genesis showed up here in the United States, it only featured a few titles like Thunder Force 2, Space Harrier 2, and the pixelated masterpiece Altered Beast. You see, while Italian plumbers were transforming into raccoons and whacking turtle shells, the bad boys in Altered Beasts just straight up bust right out of their clothes and transformed into, like, wolves or bears or friggin' dragons. Altered Beast was radical, but it wasn't until 1991 that Sega was able to present a real contender for Mario and his brother Luigi. You see, those games were largely about being cautious, avoid Hammer Brothers, Bullet Bills, or even falling into pits. Sega had been developing a franchise that would have gamers throw caution to the wind and spin dash through the Green Hill Zone in no time flat. So lace up your running shoes, because in this episode of McDonald's Unboxed, we'll be celebrating the blue blur, Sonic the Hedgehog. Welcome to another episode of McDonald's Unboxed, where we uncover the truth behind the fast food chain's promotional tie-ins. If this is your first time checking us out, do us a huge favor, click that like button, and why not supersize your experience by subscribing to Retro Spectrum. Okay, so there is a ton of content here. So, for this video, let's reflect on the impact Sonic has had on popular culture. Of course, we'll look at a few of my favorite games on the consoles, as well as some notable cross-promotions. After he spun onto the scene in 1991, more gamers started to take notice of the Sega Genesis, which in turn meant more competition for the console king at the time, Nintendo.
It's bad enough that Sega Genesis has the most 16-bit games, but this new Sonic the Hedgehog, oh, he really does my doilies. They say he's incredibly fast. Well, what's the hurry, mister? And about his attitude. Smarty pants. Why can't it be more like that nice boy Mario? Oh! Little brat!
Sonic's popularity was so big that in 1993 he'd already have his own comic book. The team at Archie Comic Books would publish stories about Sonic and his friends for decades to come. So I gotta ask, do we have any fans of the comic book series? And if so, was it any good? Give us a heads up in the comments section. Oh, and it's worth mentioning that same year, Sega would release the gold standard of Genesis games, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Sonic 2, it's more than just a video game. It's pixelated perfection. This time around, Sonic takes on a partner, Miles per Hour. Yeah, you caught it. Miles per Hour, MPH. Nice job. Of course, most people recognize the two-tailed fox by his nickname, which, we're not about subtlety here. His nickname's it's Tails. Sonic and Tails are an incredible duo, though, maybe one of the best in pop culture. They go together like Batman and Robin, Riggs and Murtaugh, Han and Chewbacca, Mick and Mac. Now wait, don't tell me you're not familiar with the Global Gladiators. The MC Kids? Mick and Mac first appeared on the Nintendo Entertainment System, exploring the worlds of McDonaldland. The sequel, Mick and Mac Global Gladiators, came out on the Sega Genesis in 1992. That's the same year that Sonic 2 was released. Spoiler alert, Sonic was much more popular. Hey, not for nothing. Global Gladiators was published by Virgin Interactive and was developed by some of the same people who worked on the Sega Genesis version of Aladdin. If you are a fan of the superior version of Aladdin, or you like to learn more about how the Sega Genesis version differs from the Super Nintendo version, you should definitely check out our video on the subject. 1 year later, Ronald McDonald would go on his own adventure without Mick or Mac in McDonald's Treasureland Adventure on the Sega Genesis. Not to be outdone, Sonic the Hedgehog started dropping all kinds of new content in 1993. There were 2 separate cartoon shows exploring the character. I can still remember waking up at 6 a.m. before school to watch The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, a comical take on the character in the same vein as Ren and Stimpy or Rocko's Modern Life. Now, the second show was far more action-adventure with an exciting cast of characters.
Speeds by Sonic the Hedgehog.
I seem to remember this version of the Blue Blur appearing on Saturday mornings. Despite the different tone, these 2 shows actually had a few things in common. First of all, Sonic was voiced by Jaleel White in both programs. You might remember him as the nerdy neighbor Steve Urkel from the 1990s sitcom Family Matters. Additionally, both shows seem to have an influence on video games for the Sega Genesis. The goofy tone of Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog translated well to the puzzle game Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. And before we go any further, I should be completely transparent. I still call him Robotnik. The more serious Sonic the Hedgehog program inspired one of my favorite Genesis titles, Sonic Spinball. It's like playing pinball, but Sonic replaces the ball, and you've got to do your best to collect all of the Chaos Emeralds. This game is both frustrating and fun. There was one more Sonic title released in 1993 for the Sega CD, appropriately titled Sonic CD. This game looked great, sounded amazing, and introduced us to Sonic's robotic rival, Metal Sonic. Then Sonic Mania reached an all-time high in November of 1993 when Sonic the Hedgehog received a balloon in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. I believe he was the first ever video game character to receive that honor.
Furnished by Sega of America, the Hedgemeister's debut in the parade is already bigger than a sonic boom.
Hey, I must say, Katie, that Sonic the Hedgehog is looking as sharp as his 3 rows of spiky quills. I just wonder who gets to scratch his back.
Not me, Willard, but thanks for joining us, Sonic.
Would you scratch my back?
Not on your life.
All right, would you scratch the director's back?
By the way, some of you may recognize the voice of Willard Scott adding some wonderfully cheesy commentary during the parade. Yup, that's the original Ronald McDonald talking about our favorite helium-filled hedgehog.
I'm Bud Dunkel. We're here in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, the weather capital of the world, and we wish you a happy Groundhog Day.
It's been tremendous. As a matter of fact, weeks ago when this was announced, people literally canceled vacations that they were going to take so that they could be here to see the Sonic the Hedgehog balloon and be able to play the game for the first time in the world.
Some of the highlights of Sonic 3 are the new 2-player mode. There are several different options for playing with 2 players, which is one of the most endearing things about playing video games. You can play by yourself, you can play with a friend, you can compete against each other, and it's basically a separate game. That envelope is being pushed very hard by Sega. The designers of Sonic 3 have taken the traditional platform game and added so many things to it and made the levels so huge that there are a lot of things in the game that kids won't be able to find for weeks or months.
Well, based on everything that Sega's doing to launch the game and the anticipation from the kids, we think that Sonic 3 should be one of the biggest games, perhaps of all time, on video game platforms.
1994 brought us yet another banner year for the Hyperspeed Hedgehog. Sonic 3 was released on the Sega Genesis, welcoming an all-new character, Knuckles, and our friends at McDonald's were ready to celebrate with a classic cross-promotion. If you bought a Happy Meal in February of 1994, you could grab one of 4 amazing Sonic 3 prizes. My favorite toy in this Happy Meal would have to be Knuckles the Echidna. He was just so cool and new at the time. An echidna is a type of egg-laying mammal that can be found in areas of Australia and New Guinea. I'm not sure if they're fast or they spin around, but my Happy Meal toy sure does. Now that same year, Sega would release Sonic and Knuckles. It was a continuation of Sonic 3 with enhanced lock-on technology. Inserting a previous Sonic title would unlock enhanced features. You could even play through Sonic the Hedgehog 2 as Knuckles. Additionally, 1994 marked the birthday of the Happy Meal, and McDonald's would celebrate with a set of toys that could be assembled into a really fun train. Everyone showed up for the party. The Tiny Toons, E.T., Barbie, the Berenstain... Wait, is that how you spell that? Anyways, the Muppet Babies were in attendance. Those guys loved Mickey D's. You should definitely check out our video on the subject. Heck, even Sonic made an appearance, racing across a miniature television set. North America saw the release of a brand new Sega console in 1995. The Sega Saturn had several fun games to brag about, including Sonic 3D Blast. In 1996, Sonic received his own holiday special with an extremely relevant title, Sonic Christmas Blast. I should also mention that kids at the time could have a blast at Carl's Jr. restaurants by ordering a cool combos for kids meal. Doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, does it? They were offering some incredible mini viewers celebrating Sonic games like Sonic CD and Sonic 3D Blast. Then, in 1998, the gods graced us with a brand new title, Sonic Adventure, on a state-of-the-art system, the extremely underrated Sega Dreamcast.
Triplets born, the throne awaits. A seer warns of a deadly fate. Give up your children, separate. Bide your time, lie in wait. Sonic Underground.
Then, the following year, we got an all-new Sonic cartoon and a Sonic Adventure kids meal at Jack in the Box, featuring Sega characters like Sonic, Knuckles, and even Echo the Dolphin. Sonic wouldn't return to McDonald's until 2003. First, there was a Sonic X Happy Meal celebrating the cartoon of the same name. There was also a Sega handheld Happy Meal featuring Sonic, Tails, Shadow the Hedgehog, and that adorable monkey from the game where you roll around in a ball. I think it's called Super Chimpanzee Chase. The following year, McDonald's gave us yet another Sega handheld Happy Meal celebrating the release of Sonic Heroes. More importantly, we were gifted that wonderfully awful Happy Meal commercial from Pakistan. The past 20 years definitely saw some ups and downs for the Sonic franchise. There was Sonic the Hedgehog in 2006, Sonic Unleashed in 2008, plus the Blue Blur challenged Mario for the first time in the Summer Olympics in Beijing. Sonic and the Black Knight was released for the Nintendo Wii, but so was one of my personal favorites, Sonic Colors. Sonic appeared in a brand new 2D adventure in 2010, in addition to his first theme park attraction at Alton Gardens in the United Kingdom. I understand it was short-lived and not very reliable.
Uh-oh. It seems Dr. Eggman has been up to no good again. And for now, all spinning is being held off. We're not sure how long it's going to take before we start spinning again, but we're working as quickly as we can to do so. Thanks for your patience, everyone. A member of staff will be with you real soon. In the meantime, please keep your arms and legs inside the car. Once again, a member of staff will soon be with you. Keep your arms and legs inside the car. Thanks, guys.
2011's Sonic Generations was awesome. 90s Sonic met modern Sonic, which I absolutely loved. That same year, we experienced a brand new cartoon and a new balloon at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. 2013 was all about crossovers. Sonic teamed up with my absolute favorite video game character, Mega Man, in a mini-series published by Archie Comics. Sonic also visited the land of Hyrule and Yoshi's Island in Sonic Lost World. We all experienced a Sonic Boom in 2014, a Sonic Boom Cool Kids combo at Carl's Jr. in 2015, and 2 new games in 2017. That was Sonic Forces and an all-new 2D adventure in Sonic Mania. The following year, Subway had a special Sonic the Hedgehog promotion as part of their Fresh Fit for Kids meal. Now, during this time, Paramount Pictures started working on a live-action Sonic the Hedgehog film featuring a CGI Sonic. The film was set for a November 2019 release, but was delayed after fan reaction for the first trailer was so incredibly negative. I mean, they had to delay the project, almost a full year to address the problems with Sonic's design. Those being, he just did not look like the lovable hedgehog and made people feel uncomfortable. He looked creepy, and there's no way they thought this was a good idea. Like, this had to be some sort of a marketing stunt to drum up interest in the film and to buy them a few more months to make changes. That said, Jack in the Box was 100% down to support Sega's mascot once more with a brand new menu item. The Sonic the Hedgehog film would eventually come out and receive mixed reviews, but did enjoy commercial success, becoming the highest grossing video game adaptation in North America. So naturally, there had to be a sequel. After all, Sonic the Hedgehog is all about sequels. So here we are, getting an all-new Sonic film in 2022, and the hype for this film is electric. This time around, McDonald's is getting in on the action with a brand new Sonic the Hedgehog Happy Meal.
Sonic the Hedgehog is speeding through McDonald's. You can snap up milk and a toy from the new movie Sonic the Hedgehog 2, only in theaters rated PG.
So let's take a looky-loo at what's going on with our Happy Meal box this time around. We got the traditional Happy Meal smile on the front of the box. If I turn it around, you have Knuckles on one side, a new character for this movie, and then on the far side, the opposite side, we have the blue blur, the main hedgehog himself, Sonic, looking really fast on the box. And then finally, I want to end it off with another new character. He did show up briefly, I believe, in the last movie. Another new character, Tails the flying fox. So really cool box this time around. I'm very excited about Sonic 2, the movie. Let's take a peek and see what toy we got this time around. I did pick up one toy, and we'll see who we got. And it looks like it is... Oh, hey, it looks like it's Tails. Tails the flying fox. All right, so as you can see, Tails is in kind of an action pose. He's got his arms spread out, which is, kind of interesting. I don't think he uses his arms to fly. I think he uses his tails to fly. But overall, it definitely reflects the movie version of this. I like that it has some decals that we have to apply ourselves. We're going to add these to the shoes to give him his token red shoes. Just like Sonic has red on his shoes, so does Tails. And for no extra charge, we got a snowboard that Tails is going to ride around on. So he's not even flying, he's actually riding a snowboard. And let's see how this thing works. Not bad at all.
Whoa, little bro. That smoke will make you choke.
It doesn't make me go.
Smoking is for dumbbots. It's bad for your health, and it stains your teeth. So don't be a fool. Smoking isn't cool.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed reliving some of our favorite video games of the 1990s, as well as Sonic the Hedgehog's impact on popular culture. Now, we'd like to hear from you. Are you excited for a new Sonic the Hedgehog film? Also, do you have a favorite Sonic game? Tell us all about it in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked this video, please drop a like and consider subscribing to Retro Spectrum so you won't miss a single episode of McDonald's Unboxed.